Hello and welcome to MotoGP eSports Global Series. Round 3 is here. I'm Kiko Giles. Alongside me, Jack Gorse. We're known as Cafe Con Leche from now on. You can work out why. Coming up today, we have got plenty of action. 3 different racetracks that we haven't been to yet. And there's always going to be drama just around the corner in MotoGP eSports. Jack, it has been an unbelievable start to the season. Well, where do we start? Because we're halfway in and we've had plenty of different winners, plenty of different pole sitters, and yeah, lots of action.
Yeah, lots of action so far indeed. It's certainly been a good season so far in 2023. Last time out, we had a rookie win in Davide Teresi on the factory Ducati, picking up his first victory, doing a fine job indeed, and right up there in the standings as well. Also, Christian got his first win of the season in the sprint last time, and Trasteverio, who sits at the top by just 1 point, picked up the race win in race 1 last time out as well. Now, of course, there is plenty of action coming up tonight with Phillip Island, Portimao, and also Buriram as well. And you know what it's like in Buriram? There might just be a little bit of inclement weather. But before we dive into tonight, we of course need to show you the championship standings and how they run so far. And there it is, tight at the top, Kiko. Couldn't be tighter.
It really is. 1 point in it. Tras the Goat leads. Adrian, your reigning champion. Keep an eye on Jack Hammer. He's 16th back aboard the KTM. Christian MM17 picked up a win last time out in Global Series round 2, as did Davide Teresi. He's 5th. Daniele Lowe, he's the factory Ducati rider, 6th for him. Plat 1 for life of Great Britain in 7th. Spadalongo, Mickey Raiko, Keinster 28 and Ike 13. All chasing the pack ahead of them. But it really is tight at the top. Anyone in that top 6 has a shot at the title. We're 50% done in the championship so far, which means we've still got 50% left. Everybody's ready, though, to get underway. Portimao is the first race. It's the sprint, and it was an eventful qualifying yesterday. The Tito Sprint qualifying session, a new feature in 2023's MotoGP eSport World Championship. Let's take a look at exactly what we can expect here from Portimao this time around.
So then, here is your sprint info. Of course, the Autodromo Internacional do Algarve, one of the more tricky tracks in MotoGP eSport, with 9 right turns and a few less left, but certainly still plenty, and a few of them are very, very key to getting an overtake done around here in Portimao. Of course, the one area they have to look out for, the famous part of Portimao, is that massive drop down into turn 1, a tricky braking zone indeed, before then you have a cracking opportunity for overtaking at turn 3. Going into sector 2, that downhill drop into turn 5 is always a difficult one. Before then you head into sector 3, you go over the crest, through the Craig Jones corner and up through the very, very tricky turn 10 and 11. Easy to lose the front there. Coming through in sector 4, it's all about that final corner, the rise up over to the finish line. It's going to be a difficult one here in Portimao, but it could be very, very interesting indeed. It's pretty much time to race then, so I'll hand you over to Kiko to bring us in, as he knows how to rev us up a little bit here in eSport.
Portimao roller coaster circuit. We don't need to address it further. Qualifying was off the scale. Racing's going to be the same. Let's get to the track. Let's get underway. The green lights are waiting.
So then here we go for the sprint race. It's going to be a very interesting one indeed, as it's a tricky track around here. It can always be very tight, but this is one place where it really highlights whether you've got your bike set up correct or not. Kiko, qualifying was an interesting one. We're about to see how. And look, Jack Hammer on pole once again for what is that, his 5th pole position of the season. Of course, he's only turned one of them into a victory, so he needs to do the same. But look at that, the rookie Davide Teresi 2nd on the grid, as well as Christian 3rd, completing the front row.
It is an action-packed front row, but your championship leader, 4th for Trast, he heads up the 2nd row. Adrian, your reigning title holder, is in the middle of that 2nd row. And in 6th position, Keinster, career best there in 6th.
Daniele Lowe, winner last time out. He lines up 7th. In 8th place, you will find Spadalongo on the full factory Aprilia. And in 9th, it will be Ike 13.
Completing the order, Mickey Raiko on the Gresini Ducati. And we are now ready to get going at Portimao. This is going to be one of the most dramatic races of the year. There is no doubt about it. Just 3 laps to get going then. Let's see if Jack Hammett will convert pole position. He struggled with starts in 2023. Go! And he is getting off the line a lot better now. Jack Hammer's obviously been practicing that in the gap between the races, but he's beaten to the whole shot by our most recent race winner, Davide Teresi. Teresi takes the lead. Jack Hammer's under him already. Now it's the Constantino effect. They go down towards turn 3, pushing and shoving. Adrian's parked it. Davide Teresi. Oh, he's been punted out wide there by. That was Kites on the gas. So all action already. Kites has now been down that back. Davide Teresi elbows out and he's already dropped down to 4th. He's up again ahead of Adrian. Adrian stays where he is. Oh, Mickey Ryko car park route. Jack Hammer's got Trust under him. Action-packed first opening few corners, Jack Gorst.
So the poor man, Jack Hammer, for once he hangs on to it off the line, and halfway through the first lap, Trastevere is the man on the move. Up into second is the points leader. Of course, he only leads by 1 point from Adrian. Spanalongo's gone down on the factory Aprilia. That's a disaster for him. That's his race out of contention pretty much. But Adrian, only 1 point behind Trastevere, is right there in 4-4. Jack's gone wide once again. We said it was easy to go wide here. It's at the front, but he does hold on for now.
He was lucky there to hold on to that. He took the wide sweeping line. You can do that round here.
Chaos behind.
Oh, dear me, Adrian. He was rugby tackled there. That was incredible. And Kites has gone down as well. Adrian back to 5th. He's behind Davide Teresi. He's behind his brother Christian on the LCR Honda Castrol machine as they fire it down now towards this majestic final corner. It's up and it's down all in the same turn. Now we're on the power up this massive straight atop the hill now. Teresi slipstreaming Christian MM17. He's going to try and get that dive bomb down into turn 1. He pulls alongside on the brakes. Ooh, wiggle and a squiggle, but don't pass it. Ooh, he almost headbutted that Honda.
Yeah, just about almost rammed it right up the backside there. Is he going to look into turn 3? No, he's not. Ah, Keister, is that a second crash on the first lap? So he well and truly is out of it here. But this is pretty strung out after a first lap here in eSport. Of course, this is the sprint, so with it already being strung out, 5th, Adrian has got to get a move on here, otherwise he's not going to make the podium. Oh, that will help though. Everyone going wide down into turn 5, of course, off camber, downhill, the hardest braking zone on the track, and that is exactly showing what can go wrong there.
Jack Hammer leading though. This is really, really good for his title aspirations. If it stays as it is, he takes 3 points out of the lead by Trust, so that gap will come down to 13. But he takes mega points out of Adrian, who's second in this title race. So Jack Hammer starting Global Series round 3 with a bang. He takes that wide sweeping line again, but it seems the KTM seems to like that line. We're back with Adrian. This is in 5th position. He's still trying to find a way past our most recent new race winner, Davide Teresi. That was back at Mandalika in round 2.
Oh, here we go then. So a little bit neater all through turn 13 or whatever that one is that time around. Look at that. Looking behind it now as well. Is he going to get up the inside? He does. That's a fantastic move from Adrian. He just does pip him as we come down into 14 now, the final corner. So Adrian then, he is in 4th position. He's got his brother in his sights. Well, there could be a little bit of brother-on-brother crime here if he does catch him within this final lap. Here we go then. One more lap to go for Jack Hammer out front. Let's once again, Davide Teresi is going to come back into the first corner. Is he going to dive it on the inside? He's going to force it. No, just gets his nose chopped off.
Turn 3. Oh, all before. Turn 2, he's on the curb. Turn 3, he dives. Very yes, he is. Adrian, that's going to be punted out.
He's gone down.
Off. Daniele Larry absolutely rammed the back of Adrian, the second place rider in this championship. Adrian is going to be spitting feathers at this rate. Deary me, Daniele Larry, talking about feathers, he's just ruffled some of them in Repsol Holland on the colours. Daniele Larry then pushes his way into 5th. Out front, Jack Hammer still leading. And Jack Hammer, by my calculations here, is going to take a massive leap up towards 2nd in this championship. He won't quite get there this time around, but he'll be within striking distance for sure. Trust, he should know. Trust should know that Adrian's been demoted all the way back to 8th. Christian's going to try and do something for his brother as well. He's right there with him. Christian, ooh, he's building. Jack, where's it going to be?
It's going to be through here. He's going to build the run up through now, through 11. Is he going to dive up the inside into 12? No, he's not. He's going to hold it off. Surely. Is he going to look up the inside, tip it in nice and early into 13, pull off the same move that his brother did the lap before? On Davide Teresi, he's going to go for it. Trastevere, he's going to barge him out of the way.
Last
out the way. Here we go, one final corner to go, and Trastevere looks as though he's going to be demoted to 3rd.
And it's going to be Jack Hammer now. He has kept it all neat and tidy. Jack Hammer is going to take the sprint at Portimao. Christian Christian MM17 is second ahead of Trastu. Got a warning on that final lap. Reckless riding by Daniele Aloe. He should be fit, but the race winner is Jack Hammer.
Wow, that was one of the most bumping and barging races we have had. Adrian with a disaster of a race, only going to pick up 2 points, I believe. Jack Hammer will take 10 out of him, and Trastavere being knocked down to third on that final lap. Jack Hammer is going to be right in championship contention then. His second victory of the season with Christian second, Trastavere third, Davide Teresi and Daniele Aloe, as well as Miki Raiko in sixth. Good job there from the Indonesian. And also the Malaysian Aiki picks up a 7th place. Not bad indeed. But the big story then, Adrian gets 8th place from Spadalongo in 9th and Keinster in 10th.
So it is Trast who leads the way. It's now by 6 points, but look who's closing in. Jack Hammer third is now just 11 back, so he's right in contention there. Christian MM17 fourth now, and he's closed in as well with that second place in the sprint. But Trast, even though he went back to third on that final lap, still maintains a decent advantage and actually extends his series lead over Adrian.
Well, what a race that was there. The sprint in Portimao certainly delivered the goods, and there was plenty of action, even though it was only 3 laps. I mean, we saw Adrian get nerfed a few times, of course, being knocked off at turn 3 as well. Certainly a lot to dive into and discuss with that one. But Kiko, I mean, you have to say about Jack Hammer, that was a chaotic race. But off the line, he got out-dragged to turn 1, but he got the move done straight away and struck back and rode home to victory. It
was a chaotic race, but as we say so many times, if you put yourself in a situation where you're clear of trouble, qualify well up the front of the grid, which he did, he stayed out of trouble. We saw actually in that race that the ones who were down on the second row besides Trast, the likes of Daniele Aloe, the likes of Adrian, they were shuffled back. And we can take a look at all of that now. We have got highlights ready to take a look at basically the full race because there were so many highlights, Jack.
Yeah, so here we go then. Off the start, watch that Jack Hammer does actually get a good launch this time, but it's Davide Teresi on that Pramac Ducati that fires down to turn 1. We saw him make a few moves down into turn 1 there throughout the 3-lap race. Already you can see Trastavere getting busy. He made a good launch from 5th to 2nd, but that's the move that secured victory for Jack Hammer, diving through at turn 2, and that was all she wrote, really, for the Brit on the KTM. Trastavere did have a look on the first lap, but that was all he got. Just a quick sniff of victory, but nothing else from there. Then, this was really where it all started to kick off. This battle with Christian MM17 holding on for third at that moment, but certainly the action that would come to follow really kicked off. This was a great move from Adrian to get him up into 4th place, but then following that, the two Ducatis went, no, thank you very much, mate. I think we'll have that one back. And this was the big move, Kiko.
Shoved wide and then just get punted out.
Down and out.
He's building sandcastles in that gravel trap. His brother, meanwhile, wanting to do him a favour, absolutely nerfs Trast. If there isn't a gap, make one. That was the philosophy there. Out front, Jack Hammer, hammer down, hammer time. Hammered in a great result and the first sprint win of the 2023 MotoGP eSports Global Series here for the 3rd round of the year.
So, cracking job then from Jack Hammer. And as we do say, that brings him right into championship contention. Just 11 points behind now as we turn our attentions to Australia. That's right, we're going down under with a didgeridoo and a kangaroo in the backpack. And we'll see exactly how this all works out with 10 laps, or 8 laps, sorry, of the Phillip Island circuit coming up. Of course, a very, very close one indeed. So, let's have a look at the race info then for Phillip Island to fill you in on exactly what one of the greatest tracks in MotoGP is like.
They just don't make them like this anymore, do they? 4.4 kilometres in length, 7 left turns, 5 right turns. It is a mesmerising layout. It's fast and it's flowing. There's a couple of dead stop hairpins, but besides that, moves here are made with the ultimate bravery. Fast turns, even in eSports, it's hard round here. It's a very easy track to get round, but it's not the easiest to be fast around. There's so many different lines and different little nuances and quirks to this fast Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit layout. But one thing is guaranteed. Around this 4.4 kilometre, 2.7 miles in our money length circuit, this is going to be dramatic. It always is at Phillip Island. We cannot wait to get down there and get on with the action. It was Jackhammer who put in a mesmerising pole lap. And it's really all about whether Jackhammer can convert it again. Let's find out. Let's go down under. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay stood here. But let's go down under and check out what we're going to see from the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit in Australia.
So breaking news, Kiko, we do have a little bit of drama to be added into this race 1 here at round 3 of the Global Series. Daniele Aloe, after that collision in the sprint with Adrian, will have a long lap penalty to serve in this race. So it is Jackhammer on pole then once again. He really is a pole hound this year, isn't he? Trastevere, the championship leader, is second place. And there, Daniele Aloe is third on the grid.
26 at Phillip Island. It's not Danny Pedrosa, it is Adrian. He is on the front of the second row. Davide Teresi, 5th, 6th for Christian MM17, who powered his way to second on the last lap of that thrilling sprint at Portimao.
Keister on the gas is 7th place for the German. Then it would be Ike 13. He loves that 8th place starting grid, doesn't he? He's been on it a few times. Spadalongo is 9th, and completing the grid is
Miki Raikko, 10th again. It's almost like the Indonesian and the Malaysian have got magnets on 8th and 10th on the grid. It's happened so many times. Spadalongo, though, of course, coming off that third row on the factory affiliate. Let's see what they can do. But the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit, the revs are going to be rising, the red lights are going to be on. Jackhammer is going to be from pole again. Will he make it count? Let's go racing. It looks like a good start, but it looks like a bit of
Trastevere.
Trust has got an absolute blast on. So has Adrian, the top 3 in the championship formation line. Christian MM having a massive lunge up the inside, and that was 2 Ducatis. Daniele Aloe and Davide Teresi going out wide. They're almost in the sea. Through side, this is the southern loop. Jackhammer desperate to try and reclaim second. If not, he'll try and get through into the lead, but that honour is held at the moment by Truss as they blast on through Casey Stoner corner and down towards Millers.
Here we go then. This is going to be a right dogfight, this one. We've got the top 3 in the championship in their respective order as well. Right at the head of this field. Look at Daniele Aloe getting busy. He, of course, it did flash up on your screen. He's got that long lap penalty from the collision in the sprint in Portimao. So he's got work to do. And really, a bad start for him is exactly what he didn't need.
We're looking at Keinster. He's held position from that 7th place starting place. 2 abreast through the Haitian. That is quick through there. But Daniele Aloe, elbows out.
He's gone wide.
He's gone wide, but there is a gap. There is a chance for a late apex if Davide Teresi allows him to make it. He doesn't. Daniele Aloe holds on to that long lap penalty. Has not phased him so far. We're coming through turn 11. This is Teresi looking to try and take revenge on Aloe if he can. Of course, Aloe's got the long lap penalty, so he will get out of Davide Teresi's way sooner or later. Trust leads the pack onto the front straight. Adrian second, Jackhammer trying to make progress back up into them top 2 positions. He completes the top 3 at the moment. Christian MM17 4th, Daniele Aloe 5th with a long lap penalty to serve. Davide Teresi, Keinster, Miki Raikko, Spadalongo and Ike in that order after lap 1 of 8 around Phillip Island.
Here we go then, Jackhammer. It looks as though for now everything's just holding station. Jack does have Christian MM17. He's in a Montenegro brother sandwich at the minute. It's Jackhammer, so he can't be too careful when he's attacking forward because he does have to defend from behind, and that's exactly the mistake he didn't need to make. He's basically given himself a long lap penalty, and he's dropped, what is that, 3 positions down to 6th place. So Jackhammer has messed this one up entirely. We'll see now what he can do. Of course, Daniele Aloe will get out of his way once he takes that long lap penalty, maybe in the next lap or so.
He might get out of his way sooner than that if Davide Teresi has his way. Look at these. Ducati, friendly fire. It's more like a war out there at the minute. The 2 Ducatis are absolutely loggerheads at the moment. Jackhammer's trying to squeeze through, but he's got to be careful. You don't want to be caught in the crossfire between these 2. So, Jackhammer, big mistake from him. That's costly. Down to 6th place. And again, it's a costly mistake in the main race where full points are up for grabs and the gaps between the points are bigger. Wow, dearie me. Jackhammer's got work to do now. But out front, Trust is leading Adrian and he's pulling away. The Montenegro brothers 2nd and 3rd. Look at Jackhammer, he goes to the outside. This is going to be brave down in towards Duins for the the third time.
Sweeping it around the outside. Gets a little bit of a kiss there from Daniele Lowe as well. But that's a lovely move then. Oh, he's on the grass. Blimey. This one's turning into a bit of a chaotic race for Jackhammer, but he has recovered that 5th place, or has he? Because once again, the Ducati's going to get the drive on the inside, but no, he does cut him off. So Jackhammer recovers 1 place, but with the pace that everyone's running at, look at this, there's a little bit of a train here. Is he going to take his long lap this time? No, he doesn't. He needs to make sure he does take that long lap soon, otherwise he will get another one as Keinster's had a little bit of a wobble and gone over the high side.
Keinster down, he's back up, he's at the back of the grid, back of the group, no, not the grid, obviously that was 3 laps ago. Coming up towards the hay shed, the number 23, Daniele Lowe. I think he's going to have to serve his long lap the next time around. He sits 6th at the minute. He will drop back to around where Keinster is, really. So this is Adrian. He's chasing Trast, and really Trast has had the measure of him this year so far. Look at his brother, the other Montenegro. He's absolutely taken chunks of time out of him through turn 10. This is up through 11, then into turn 12, the all-important turn 12 on the final lap. You've got to be quick through here on that last lap to get the slingshot down the Gardner straight.
Here we go then. You're going to see that slipstream effect from Christian MM17 as he does pull in behind his brother Adrian. Look at that, eating the meters up towards the Repsol Honda in front of him. Of course, Christian is behind his brother in the championship standings, but he is far from out of it, and he does set the fastest lap of the race as well, a 24.049. So the warnings are in there. Christian is on his way.
Spadalongo's gone down as well somewhere. 24.0. That's not quite, I don't think, on the qualifying time of Jackhammer. Jackhammer's won that pace was in the 23s, if I remember correctly. Ooh, I thought Jack was coming in the background there on Davide Teresa. We're at half race distance, and Daniele Lowe, by the looks of things, has served his long lap penalty. He did drop down, and the graphic has now been corrected. So Daniele Lowe, what you see is what you get from here on in. Adrian still trying to charge down Trast. Trast on the Yamaha looking silky smooth around a circuit we know the Yamaha has always been favourable at.
Looks as though Jackhammer and Davide Teresa have actually closed in just a fraction on Christian MM17 this lap. So this little kind of string at the front might well close up into a 5-rider battle very, very soon indeed. Jack is in prime position to get a nice, healthy dose of slipstream. We saw him dive it over the nose of Daniele Lowe a couple of laps ago into turn 1 at Duans. Brave move. Will he do it again? We're about to find out now as he fires that KTM onto the front straight. Watch for him in the slipstream. He's going to eat up those meters. He's not going to be close enough this time, but if he can get himself nice and close, watch out the Honda hairpin, or the Jack Miller hairpin, as it is
or the
now.
Southern Loop. He might be building for a sweep around the outside, but no, not this time. He's not quite close enough. I think Trast might have just been caught a little bit here. I'm sure that gap was over 0.6 of a second a couple of laps ago, and it's now under half a second. Meanwhile, Adrian is being chased by Christian for 2nd and 3rd. Jackhammer last time around straight into the 23s. He is the first, and he's in 4th as well.
He is, and it looks as though Christian's just gone a little bit wide. Oh, Jack's got a bit of a nudge there from Davide Teresa as well. Is he going to hold him off down into Siberia? He's going to force him wide, but he might go a little bit deep. No, keeps it nice and tight. So Jackhammer with a 23.749 then. He's on the way. We thought that his race might be done, because it's tricky around this place to make up any time. It's so fast and flowing in MotoGP eSport. The times are so close, but with 3 laps to go as we tick over the next time round, Jack has plenty of time to make this onto the podium.
Whoa, Adrian, dearie me, made a beeline for the apex there. Wow, he took chunks of time out. Trast looks a bit vulnerable through that turn 10, so keep an eye on that on the last lap. But Trast was gobbled up there by Adrian, who's a believer. We saw Adrian come strong into the last bit of the first ever Global Series sprint race. That was back at Mugello. He caught him right on the last lap. He couldn't quite make it count that time around. Less than 0.3 of a second now as they cross the line. Trast has been caught. Adrian has gapped his brother. Jackhammer still in hot pursuit in 4th place, but the battle now is out front. Trast has been reeled in, and we get the feeling now that Adrian, with the bit between his teeth, might be trying to launch a dive bomb on him at any moment. Watch it. Turn 4, we're through. Wiggle through Stoner Corner for the number 26. That's just cost him a little bit of time. He can't quite make it count there.
Adrian needs this, of course, hasn't even won yet so far. The reigning champion, no victories on his score chart in 2023. and well, he definitely needs to pick him off. But Trastevere is doing a fantastic job just holding him at that arm's length and making it impossible for him to get a sniff up the inside anywhere. Jackhammer's within a 10 of Christian as we come to him now through the hay shed. Lukey Heights is a long, long corner. Will he dive up the inside through Lukey Heights or keep it tight for the hairpin? He looks like he's building. He's going to go to the outside now. Watch him dive down the inside. Oh, no, not quite. So, one more place defended then by Christian.
Jackhammer's quick through Lukey Heights, and we've seen that before, but he was very, very close there. On the entry though, Christian just having enough to hold on as we come through turn 12. 2 laps to go when they cross the line. Jackhammer building. Now he will get some good slipstream. This could be the drafting on by to P3. Dives to the inside. There's nothing Christian MM17 is going to be able to do. Jackhammer retakes that 3rd place. Oh, does he? Oh, does he? He was almost in the barriers as they came through turn 1, but Jackhammer does hold on. Parks it on the curb, and that's 3rd place. Majestic stuff from Jackhammer. Now he's got a quarter of a second to make up on Adrian, who's dropped time to Trask. Crucial time lost to Trask.
The drive there that Jackhammer got out of turn 2 was incredible, but he's only got about a lap and 2/3 to get the job done here to pinch off Adrian. And then what can he do about Trastevere? No one's been able to do anything about Trastevere at the front so far, but Jack is a man on a mission through Siberia. Keep an eye on him because he'll look to do that same move that he couldn't pull off last time round on Adrian.
This is the rider we're talking about, the number 67 on the Red Bull KTM factory racing machine. He's quick through the He's all over Adrian like a raincoat through Lukey Heights. We're going to come down now, dropping. Oh, we can see him coming into view.
Is he? Ooh, not quite. Oh, Trask got wide. Here we go. Coming on to the final lap there. We've only got these 2 corners before we do fly onto the final lap. The top 3 in the championship are right back together again. This could be chaos. Keep your eyes peeled.
This is going to be big slipstream city for Jackhammer as he comes onto the straight. Christian has got his hands full with Davide Teresi, who's looking to try and get through for top independent honours. Out front though, we need to see the slipstream effect. Oh, he was almost through. He was almost through. Not this time around though. What about the southern loop? Adrian defends well. Trask is going to be vulnerable here.
Oh, Jack's going to turn it tight here. Adrian's gone wide.
Punted.
Excuse me. Through he goes then, up into 2nd place, and now he's only got a handful of corners remaining to see if he can pull off the comeback from 6th to 1st place. Trastevere needs to hold on.
Jackhammer is got his absolute bit between. So look at how much quicker he is in the mid-corner. He was a bit wide there. This is not over and done with by any means. Siberia now. Trask still holds on. Quarter of a second, but that is the closest it's been through that halfway point of the lap. Jackhammer, we know how quick he is through here. He could be on for a new fastest lap of the race as well. We keep an eye on that. Less than 2/10 of a second. Lukey Heights. It's going to be turn 10, surely for Jackhammer. Look at him building, sweeping line.
Is it going to go?
Bomb? No, not this time.
So how's your nerve, Trastevere? 2 corners remaining. It's going to be all about the drive to the line. We've seen how big the slipstream effect here is in MotoGP 23 this year, and he's within a 10th and a half. He is primed perfect. Can he pull off the victory?
We know the slipstream effect on this game is a lot bigger this year, but here we go down the back.
He's going
straight, the garden straight. Jackhammer, he's going to go through.
Ooh.
Did he get it on the line? Did he get it on the line? Wow, unreal. Trask 73. By our reckoning, may well have just held on ahead of Jackhammer. That was so close.
Jackhammer wins it. Unbelievable. Right, absolute dead heat.
Lap.
Oh, incredible. So Jackhammer pulls off the 6th to 1st comeback. What a fantastic ride. That might be the best ride we have seen all season. Trastevere, absolute dead heat at the line, loses out by virtue of that fastest lap, as Kiko says. 3rd place go to Adrian. He'll be fuming with that because he had a prime position there to gain on Trastevere some fantastic points if he could have picked him off. Christian takes 4th from Davide Teresi, 5th. Daniele Eloy in 6th from Mickey Raiko, Aiki, Keinster and Spadalongo rounds out in 10th place.
Well, the championship makes for interesting read. A massive change. Jackhammer moves up into 2nd place, and Trask does not extend his championship lead. It remains 6 points. He's just got a different rival behind him now. Adrian slips to 3rd, but the top 3 covered by 10 points. And now, with just 4 races remaining in this year's Global Series, you start to think that this is the MotoGP eSport Titanic Trio.
It really is the Titanic Trio, as you do say. This is going to be an absolute corker as these three battle on throughout the year. Of course, 10 points covering them, and it's a further 21 back to Christian in 4th place. But what about that performance from Jack Hammer, Kiko? He went wide there at the Honda hairpin, or Miller Corner, as it is now known, and pulled it all the way back from 6th place to win by a literal dead heat on the line.
It doesn't get any closer. It's literally impossible to get any closer than that, isn't it, Jack? I mean, we knew that slipstream was going to be important, especially around Phillip Island. And in fact, we can hear from the man of the moment. Jack Hammer is with us now. Jack, firstly, how are you feeling after that was a comeback and a half from 6th after that mistake early on to get it? You couldn't leave it much later, even if you tried. Congratulations.
Thank you. I've absolutely no idea what happened. Small mistake by getting caught in slipstream, and then I remembered Jason O'Halloran from Fruxton, where he went for the order. I'm like, okay, I've got 2 seconds to catch. Got to pick them off one by one, and it was hard. I knew the only realistic place was turn 1. And on the last lap, I passed Adrian at turn 2. I am sorry for the bit of contact made, and then I was just praying that I was able to get a decent enough run onto the line, and Big Grass just made one small mistake maybe on the exit, and yeah, I can't believe it really.
Well, Jack, of course, this is only your 2nd year in MotoGP eSport, and of course, so far it's been, what shall we say, a little bit of a difficult road. You've had some fantastic races and then some races that haven't quite worked out, but now it seems in round 3 you're all starting to put it together.
Yeah, I just think I think I've always had this potential. I'm finally putting it together at this moment, and hopefully at Chang I can get on the podium again, maybe need another win, hopefully. But I feel like I'm just putting all the pieces of the jigsaw together now, and hopefully it could be enough to win the title at the end of the year.
Well, Jack, we'll catch up with you, I'm sure, before the end of this year. But we've got to go. We've got to get on that flight to Thailand from Australia because the Chang International Circuit is waiting. What about it, though? What a fantastic final lap. I mean, you can't leave it much later, even if you tried. And what about that? It was something a little bit special. Phillip Island, it always delivers, but not normally with a dead heat. Jack, that was something special. This is the run to line. Talk us through it.
Yeah, unbelievable. You just see he gets the slipstream there, closing, and on the line. It did actually say that Trastevere won by 16 thousandths, but later corrected and checked by the race director. An absolute dead heat, and by virtue of that 23.7, Jack, he does win the race. His 2nd of the night here. Can he go for the triple? We are soon going to find out.
It's been a topsy-turvy season, to say the least, hasn't it, Jack? I mean, we've seen absolutely everything. New winners, the new format. Now we've got a new rivalry right at the front of this championship standings. We can't ask for much more. No,
we really can't. It's certainly going to be an absolute cracker. But as we do say, we do have to go racing in Thailand. Yet there is one more race for us this evening. So let's check out the circuit info from the Chang International Circuit.
This is it then, Thailand, Buriram, 4.4 kilometres in length, 7 right turns, and it is a very right-handed circuit. There's only 5 left turns. The most important of all of them, 12, probably that dead stop, acute angled hairpin right at the end of the lap. We know the weather can always play a part here in Thailand. We'll wait to see what it is like when we cross over live to the circuit. But unbelievably, race 6 is already here. The Global Series for MotoGP eSports World Championship coming from the Chang International Circuit in Thailand.
So it's about to be a corker in Thailand. Of course, we have seen plenty of times over the years that Thailand can throw up some dodgy weather, but hopefully today we get away with it. We're about to very soon find out what's going to happen in Thailand, of course, but it's a massive race for our top 3 in the championship, with just 6 points advantage for Trastevere down to Jack Hammer, and then only 4 more points off that to Adrian. There's only 10 points in it at the top. So let's go racing in Thailand then and find out how it all shakes out at the end of tonight. So here we go then for race 6 of the 2023 MotoGP eSport Global Series, and it's building up into a bit of a cracker. Instead of Jack Hammer on pole, it is Christian MM17 this time, with a Montenegro brother 1-2, with Adrian in second place.
That Honda 1-2 with Jack Hammer in third. Then it's championship leader Tras. He's going to have to overcome Jack Hammer in the early part of this race if he's to continue leading this championship. Davide Teresi, 5th place for him. 6th place, Daniele Aloe.
We go on to row 3 of the grid then, and once again it is Keinster heading that one up on the factory gas machine. Ike 13, he loves that 8th place, doesn't he? Doing a fine job, consistent in qualifying, and then in 9th place it is Spadalongo.
Which means, of course, in 10th place, Indonesian rider Miki Raiko completes the grid. And we are now ready to get underway. This race is going to be a belter. We had a shaken up order in qualifying. It was a wet qualifying. Will the heavens open during this race? The red lights come on then for the final part of round 3 in the Global Series. Will Christian MM17 make the most of pole? Not with a start like that. Oh, yes, he does. He does get it going in the end. Jack Hammer coming through. It's a second, is he? No, he's been beaten. Actually, around the outside came Tras. Jack Hammer's gone backwards again. Christian MM17, I thought he bogged down. I thought it was Adrian who was getting a flyer. It wasn't. Christian leads him down towards third place. Jack Hammer! Wow, dear me, where's Davide Teresi going? Wow, where are they all going? They're all going wide. Teresi, he's going up to second. Look,
my lord.
There's a sandwich there. And Jack Hammer somehow has come out of all that in 6th.
So 6th place once again then for Jack Hammer. Can he pull off the back-to-back reverse 6-1 clean sweeps? We're about to find out. Look at that. It's chaos down into turn 3. As now we all should shuffle down into order or not. No.
Oh.
Daniele Aloe is going to dive up the inside in 2 with him. Is he? Yes, he's going to barge them both wide. Up into 3rd place then. Oh, wow. Jack Hammer's lost another place. I think he got on the curb there. He's behind Spadalongo, who's made a cracking start from 9th on the grid. And once again, it's total chaos on the first lap.
Spadalongo's going to be like a dog on heat if he's that far up the order. This is the best we've seen of Spadalongo so far this year. Ooh. But out front, Christian MM17's already got a second already. Look at this. Riot in the back. Jack Hammer, it's just got ahead of Spadalongo, has he? No, he hasn't. Spadalongo's got back ahead of Jack Hammer. We're on the approach to this. Dead stop hairpin. What are we going to see? Oh,
my God.
It's the 23rd Daniele Aloe going.
Oh.
They've all gone wide. That's track limits for Adrian for sure. Jack Hammer, we're looking at him, looking at going ahead, trying to get ahead of Spadalongo. Trast has moved up to 3rd. That's good for his championship. He's the highest leading title contender. He is the championship leader. He's ahead of Adrian, and crucially, Jack Hammer down in 7th.
Right, so let's catch our breath then after a chaotic first lap. Or, well, we're not going to catch our breath for long because Daniele Aloe was in the slipstream there of the factory HRC machine in front of him. But out front, a 1.3 second lead for Christian MM17. This is a golden ticket for his 2nd victory of the season. If he doesn't convert this, then I'll eat my hat.
You haven't got a hat on.
Because I've got one at home.
You've already eaten it. Tras is coming through on Davide Teresi. That's for 2nd. Adrian good on the brakes. Holds off. Oh!
Oy.
Top of shot. Jack Hammer, he's still
getting busy.
He's still headbutting the Ducati ahead of him. Daniele Aloe, get out the way, Jack Hammer's saying to him. But does he get through? No, he doesn't. Daniele Aloe holds on, of course. Daniele Aloe last time out that long lap penalty to serve. That's Keinster.
High wide enhanced him.
Yeah, I thought that was Daniele Aloe doing another long lap then as I said that. Through comes Jack Hammer, then tapping to 6th. Rolling roadblock in a minute. Ooh, moment on the power. Rolling roadblock in a minute. It's Trast. He is really holding his group up. He's allowing Christian MM17 to get away. That's okay for Trast because Christian MM17 really at this point isn't a title contender. Oh dear me, it's all chaos onto the straight.
Here we go then, down into turn 1 for the 3rd time. And it is all going to be nicely filed through there. Onto the back straight then. We're certainly going to see a little bit of change, I am sure, at the end of this. Look at Jack Hammer. He's pulling into the slipstream there of the factory Ducati ahead of him. Opts not to go for it all the way down the straight. Going to try and get the move done before, but you know that factory Ducati will poke its nose in at the apex. They've all gone well wide. Let's see how they're going to fire up out of it. Adrian is pitched off. Davide Teresi for 4th place. So then, the championship contenders are starting to make progress. Here we go.
The cream always rises. Jack Hammer's up into 5th. Oh, Adrian!
Oh, wow, that's a brave move.
That's tight. Oh, he wheelied on exit as well. And that's given Jack Hammer an opportunity.
Oh,
he took it with both hands and he shoves Davide Teresi out wide. The thing is, it's going to flick right in a minute. Teresi's going to have track position, is he? Unless he Oh, Jackhammer
very
does
brave.
drop it over his nose. And that he says, Jackhammer riding very, very... Oh, where's he going? Dear me, that's a nice underswing arm, he says as he almost touches it there. Through this very busy middle sector. Adrian third, being chased now down by Jackhammer, and still Trast hasn't pulled away. Although he's not lost as much time to Christian MM17. I tell you what, Jack, I must say, getting a bit dark out there. Looks like the clouds are gathering overhead.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Where is
Trastaveri's gone
going?
well wide. Is he going to hold on to that second place? He's ahead for now, but down into turn one. Will Adrian go for the inside? No, he doesn't. Peels in behind him. This is absolutely delicious for the championship. If Christian wins this, he'll claw back 5 points. But crucially, the people in second and third, well, I was about to say they are third and fourth, but that's not going to happen anymore. Here we go, down on the inside. Trastaveri's going to sweep it over the nose of Adrian. Watch Jack, barge, there he goes again. That looks familiar from Phillip Island. Hello, through up into third place.
Brilliant stuff for there. He's got slipstream. Will he get into second? Will he get into second? He's going to have a good step in it. He's gone through. And Trust had to move out of the way, and that's cost his momentum. Through comes Adrian as well. Pick your pocket. Get pushed out wide. Unbelievable. So Trast in the space of just a few corners has gone from second back to fourth. Jackhammer's come up from seventh to second, and Adrian still third.
So Jackhammer then looks like he can put on a clinic for how to overtake in MotoGP eSport, because that is a fantastic charge from what was he, seventh all the way now up into second. That gap at the front is 1.7. Jack has the fastest lap of the race too, so keep your eyes on it. There is still plenty of time to close that gap down.
Half-race distance as well, so still plenty more dogfighting to come. Christian leads him down there, but Adrian having a look, couldn't quite get it done that time around. Trast is really struggling to get it stopped down at the final turn 12. And he's going to leave himself vulnerable to Davide Teresi. Is he down the straight? The gap is closing, but I think Trast, yes, he does. Just hold on. Ooh, yeah, he just does hold on. But this is going to be important now. Teresi in the slipstream. Is he going to have a bit more power and a little bit more top speed than the Yamaha ahead of him with that slipstream? Down into the braking area for turn 3. No, not this time. Adrian was almost very close to Jackhammer as well. The gap, by the way, at the front, Jack, is 1.5. That's
He's taken 2 tenths out.
Come down.
Taking 2 tenths out. Jack did set the fastest lap of the race last time around again as well. At 25.2 is now Trastaveri, the championship leader.
Backwards.
He's not going to be the championship leader anymore. He's lost another place. He's gone down to 5th, so it's a disaster for Trastaveri at the moment. And of course, with Jackhammer in second place, that is going to be a hell of a swing in the championship chase. Can Trastaveri fight back? He has to. He must. 3.5 laps to go. He's got to do it.
He has to. There's no other option. The problem is, though, that he's going backwards, and it's hard to pass around here. If you're not absolutely on it, it's easy to get past by, but it's not easy to get back ahead when you just aren't feeling good out there at Buriram. It's very one line. That's what makes the passing so exciting. Meanwhile, at the front, the gap is down to 1.4 again as we come down into that braking area of turn 12.
I thought I saw a raindrop there.
Oh, there is rain.
There is rain. It's raining. Of course, for the first time in the MotoGP video game, we have flag-to-flag races, and it is raining. Now, let's see what happens. Of course, they don't have to pit. This is the big thing. We've only got 3 laps to go here. If it doesn't rain too much, they might just be able to hold on to the slick tyres. But if it starts raining a lot, as it is, it's raining heavier and heavier. That 1.2 second lead from Christian is now going to be looking precarious. He has to be careful. Of course, he's going to be hit in these conditions. First, Trast lost another. He's down to 6th.
It's raining cats, dogs and blackbirds out there at the moment. Deary me. And Christian's going to be the first one to encounter. Oh, these two are doing battle. The two Italians.
It looks slippy.
Oh, scything back through. You've got to be so careful. Who is going to be the first to blink? Because, I mean, they don't have to come in this lap. They could come in the next lap, but conditions probably only going to get worse. Jackhammer, magnets on in the rain, 1.1 is the gap now. It's going to be a second very, very soon as Trast, stay off them white lines, Trast, dearie me.
It's raining a lot now.
A headache on the track already. You don't need another one when you hit the deck. If you do that, that is your championship.
The spray.
A big blow. Look at the spray. This has come down very, very heavy. Typical Southeast Asian thunderstorm has hit Buriram.
They're peeling in.
They're all in. They're all coming. No, they're not.
Oh, who stayed out? Who was that?
That was Davide Teresi. I think that was Davide Teresi on the Prima Racing Ducati who has stayed out. So we come into pit lane now. Now we have got drama. at the destination of speed in Buriram.
So one has gambled then. Let's see what happens with the gamble that Davide Teresi has pulled off. Of course, there's only 2 laps to go. So if he is going to pit, he's going to have to do it next time around.
Did Jack Hammer... Oh, I thought
Did
Jack
he get held?
Hammer... I thought
He's down to 3rd.
I thought Jack Hammer...
Oh, no, wait, he is 3rd.
He is 3rd. I thought Jack Hammer had jumped Christian then in the pit lane.
Look
If
at it,
anything,
it's soaking.
he's definitely made up time. Jack Hammer, he's almost riding pillion with that Honda. Meanwhile, Davide Teresi now.
Oh, look at it, it's soaking.
He's going to have to come in this lap, surely. He cannot stay out there.
Look at this.
30 seconds is your marching at the front. My goodness me. So, Christian MM17 is second. Jack Hammer is right on him now. That gap was a second before the pits. It's now... Well, it's nothing. You can see. Oh, damn it!
He's gone wide. Is he going to barge him? He is. Jack Hammer. Then could he be taking over the lead of this race if Davide Teresi pits, which he surely will do at the end of this lap? In the slipstream, then the LCR Honda. He's going to fight back. Christian MM17. Is he brave enough? Yes, he is. Oh.
So Jack Hammer. Jack Hammer's a brave with the 2. You can hear the rain. It's absolutely thundering down there. Oh, Christian, that was a dive bomb for an apex. Did he make it? Yes.
Oh, I think he did.
Oh, Jack Hammer was coming back at him now.
31 seconds behind. Yeah, you can see Davide Teresi in the background of the camera shot there. He is coming in, so he is pitting. Let's see how this shakes out then. Now, he was a few seconds behind Christian and Jack. Oh,
Jack
these
Hammer.
2 are still fighting it
They're
out.
still dueling.
Let's see how this shakes out as they come through the finish straight. My lord, these 2 are going to knock each other off if they're not careful here. Of course, Jack Hammer wants the clean sweep at round 3, but Christian, he wants his victory as well. Here we go then, he's on to the second bike. Whoa, he's almost wheelied it in pit lane.
That was like Max Koffler in Supersport in Mazzano early on in the year. Christian MM17, second, right. Sure.
Where is he?
Davide Teresi, I must say, these guys are only coming down the front straight
Where
now.
is he?
Where's Davide Teresi? He must have come out surely by now.
Wait,
As
hang
he
on.
pulled a
Is he?
master...
Oh, no, Jack's down!
Jack Hammer's down! Jack Hammer, his championship hopes have taken an absolute blow here. Oh, Jack Hammer, who's pushing on so much. He's got to run on Teresi though. He might be able to recover some positions here. Christian MM17 is going to be back on the top step of the box like he was in the Saxon Ring Sprint on this last lap. Drama in Thailand as the 2 Montenegro brothers lead the way in a Honda 1-2. Trust has gone up to 3rd. Jack Hammer is going to be 4th, the best I feel, and that's a drama behind. Trust is 3rd.
Wow,
and
that's close.
Oh, Teresi's going to go out wide there.
Where is he going here?
That's a very nice new layout on the Buriram track.
Tell you what, Jack is closing in big time on Trastevere in front of him. It was about 1.5 after he got back on the bike. Let's see if he can close it in, but he's only got about 5 corners left to do it. The man who's had a right touch out of all of this is Trastevere. He was down to 6th before the pit stops. He's going to finish on the podium if he can hang on, and he's right on the exhaust pipe of that factory Honda as well. But it is going to be this man then, as long as he doesn't tuck the front of the final corner, that he's going to take victory.
I mean, this is an absolute masterstroke from Christian MM17. He's been quick all weekend. That's why he took the pole down into this final corner. In the background, the battles for 4th. Jack Hammer is going to have a dive bomb from Davide Teresi to deal with. It doesn't matter.
Comes.
Christian MM17 is the race winner ahead of Adrian. Then it's Trast. Then it should be... Oh!
No.
Jack Hammer did get punted then. He got absolutely nailed at the final turn. Davide Teresi comes through for 4th. Unreal.
So then, a dramatic race indeed. Jack Hammer was possibly on for the full clean sweep here at round 3 of the Global Series, but a late crash on the final lap has denied him of that, leaving him down in 5th. But it's Christian MM17 that has taken victory here at the Battle of Buriram, a flag-to-flag Battle of Buriram. So he's on top for the 2nd time this year, with Adrian still no victory so far. 3 rounds in, you wouldn't have thought you'd be saying that for the reigning champion. Trastevere, the championship leader, he takes 3rd. I believe he will hang on to that championship lead as well, with Davide Teresi in 4th, Jack Hammer in 5th. Fastest lap of the race for Jack, but no victory here in this one. Then Spadalongo takes 6th. Good job from him. He, of course, was right up there at the start and managed to convert it to a top 6. Kynes to 7th, Aiki 8th, Mickey Raiko finishes 9th, and then Daniele Aloe finishes 10th. So a bit of a cracker then, Kiko. We'll have to see how it shakes out with the championship standings. We will, of course, look at those very, very shortly indeed. But what a ride from Christian MM17 there. Had that advantage at the front. Of course, it was comfortable, but he had to remain cool and calm to convert that one in the end, and he did.
He did, and I'll tell you what, guys, if you watch that back on Christmas Day, that's a Christmas cracker. That was a belter. What a race. And for the first time ever, we've had a flag-to-flag thriller, and one rider who had an absolute eventful race because of that. That was Trastevere. Trast is with us now, and he's still just about the championship leader by live on air maths. Trast, you was in 6th, you was in 3rd, you were on the 2nd road, and you were looking like you could win it. What a race in Buriram.
Yeah, in Buriram, crazy. I liked a lot the flag to flag. For me, it's good also to remain out from the beat because it's another strategy. You have to be with the slick in the rain and to be able to not crash. But it's good. It's fine. The race was cool. Sure was not my fastest race here in this round. But it's okay, I enjoyed a lot. Jack, congratulations to Jack because this round he was one step in front of everybody. I'm really happy because the third round usually is my nightmare, no? Like every year, I arrive here in this point, I do mistakes. Let's do in the right words. And this time is good. This time is good because we are going to the final in first position in the championship. I'm really happy. I cut also the shave, no, for go because my bird for this third round and go reverse the other races, but it's good. I'm really happy. So let's see.
Well, thank you for chatting to us, Trastevere, of course, championship leader heading into the final, and we'll see you at that final indeed. But all about this evening then, of course, loads and loads of drama. We can take a look at the championship standings very shortly indeed, because it is quite a spicy one as we do head into that final round, which of course will be live at the UBeat Live Gaming Festival in Barcelona. Make sure you join myself and Mr. Kiko Giles alongside me there, because it's going to be an absolute cracker of an event. And I believe, Kiko, 11 points going into it. Jackhammer, the rider with the momentum coming in, could well be a bit of a fight heading there.
You know, in our sport, in eSports, momentum is crucial, and Jackhammer's got the momentum with him now. The championship standings, let's take a look at them overall. We can tell you that Trast for sure is your championship leader, but it isn't by a lot.
No.
I make that 6 points difference if I squint hard enough. Adrian is second, 11 points back to Jackhammer. What could have been, though, if that wasn't a flag-to-flag race? Christian MM17 is in 4th, 22 points back, not insurmountable. Davide Teresi, a little bit too far back now, 40 points. He's in 5th. Daniele Oloe 6th. Mickey Raiko for Indonesia, flying a flag high for the Gresini Ducati team in 7th. Spadalongo in 8th on the Aprilia, ahead of fellow Aprilia rider and Malaysian rider Ike 13. Keinster, our rookie, completing the order on the gas.
So there you are, your championship standings then, as we head to the final round of the 2023 MotoGP eSport Series. And it's going to be an absolute corker. Let me just check again those circuits where we will be going. It is, of course, Argentina, then the United States, and the final race of the season will be at the Sepang International Circuit in Malaysia. And, well, we just saw some inclement weather in Thailand. Malaysia can often provide the same. Kiko, prediction for championship winner?
Oh, with the momentum he's got at the moment, you've got to say Jackhammer. With the skills and with the experience and with him being a 3-time champion already, Trast has got to be your favourite.
I've got to say, obviously, Trastevere, 3-time championship winner here in the Global Series, the eSport GOAT, as we like to call him. But maybe it's just me being sceptical. I haven't always expected him to remain the top of the standings at the end of each round, but he is doing it. He's proving me wrong, and he's doing a fantastic job doing it as well. So I think, as you say, with the experience and all that sort of stuff, I've got to say that maybe Trastevere is the one to put your money on. But you never know in eSport. We'll see. Last year's finale was a bit of a chaotic one as well, so we'll see how it all ends out. But, Kiko, I'm very much looking forward to that final round.
Can't wait, and it's going to be live as well at the UBeat Festival here in Barcelona. for the final roll of the dice in the MotoGP eSports Global Series for 2023. We've seen it all already, but we're still gonna see plenty more novelties and intricacies when we get to them final 3 rounds. It's gonna be dramatic. Don't go anywhere. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Plenty more drama awaits for the final round of 2023. We'll see you then.